Some of the key headlines that we are tracking at this point in time, but let's put the spotlight on Chalet Hotels because the recent announcement of the company that has come in, let's deep dive into that because that company is indeed in focus. But what are the growth plans going ahead? We'll chat all of that with Mr. Shwetank Singh, who is the Executive Director of Chalet Hotels, joining us on the show. Shwetank, very good morning and thank you so much for your time. And firstly, help us understand what the Athiva portfolio is going to look like for you, because that's the recent excitement with respect to Chalet Hotels. Give us some more understanding about it. How are you looking at consolidating your existing portfolio under the umbrella?
So the Dukes will be the first opening, as I said, as a Thiva resort and spa. It opens to the doors to its guests tomorrow. The second one in that process would be the Athiva Navi Mumbai, which is the 4 points, which will be rebranded as Athiva sometime in January. Uh, 2 or 3 months down the line from there, we will be rebranding the hotel called the Resort at Mud Marve, which actually does not belong to Chalet today. It belongs to the Kireja Corp group, but we will be taking it on as Athiva on an on a management contract. Following this, we have three greenfield projects: one in North Goa, one in South Goa, and uh, and finally one in Trivandrum. So these are in the pipeline, total of 900 keys, at which is which is proposed to be rebranded as Athiva. Going forward, we will continue to assess each property on its merit, and wherever an Athiva brand fits in our ownership, we will rebrand it as Athiva.
Okay, and Mr. Singh, help us understand how will your property mix evolve under Athiva Resorts, city hotels, convention centers? What is the mix going to be like in terms of the nature of the property, and what kind of ARR are you also targeting from this portfolio?
Athiva, as I said earlier, is has been conceptualized both as a city hotel, which we'll call Athiva Hotels. There is a fungibility within that. We can even come up with Athiva Hotels and Convention Center. If we go to a leisure location, we will call it Athiva Resorts, and if there is a spa attached to it, Athiva Resort and Spa. If you see our current portfolio of what we are rebranding or proposing to rebrand in this announcement, it is largely leisure locations. Two in Goa, one in Trivandrum, which is a city hotel, but it comes with a convention center. So it'll be called Athiva Hotels and Convention Center. And then there is the Dukes, which is also a leisure location. There's only one city hotel in this mix, which is the 4 Points Navi Mumbai, which will get rebranded to Athiva. Having said that, we have kept ourselves very open. Our positioning is basically upscale to upper upscale, and that's the space that we want to play in. And whilst playing in that space, we will be open to both city hotels and leisure locations. Now, ADRs are a function of the market that you are present in. But having said that, if you were to take a ballpark range, if it is a leisure location, we are more likely to be anywhere between 13,000 to 14,000 to say 25 to 28,000 on the leisure locations. If I would look at city hotels, they're more likely to be somewhere around the 10,000 to 20,000 range for the city hotels.
Good to know about all of that, but help us understand what markets will you be prioritizing for Athiva's expansion?
No, so interestingly, we have never sort of deviated from our overall expansion strategy. And expansion strategy is very clear. It's been stated in only two lines. One is that we want to be taking large concentrated bets in key metro cities, uh, basically following the commercial development. But we try to stay just ahead of the infrastructure curve. Uh, from a leisure perspective, we want to be within drivable distances from key airports. And if you see all our acquisitions in the last 3 to 4 years, whether it's the Dukes, the Courtyard in Delhi NCR, or the Westin in Rishikesh, they are all drivable distance within an hour, hour and a half from a key airport. So our strategy on expansion won't change. We will still do the right thing for the capital deployment. Within that, once we have chosen the right location based on this expansion strategy, we would then very dispassionately assess it whether or not an Athiva fits into the scheme of things. To give you an example, if I have a city location, let's say Hyderabad, where 50% or 60% of my travelers are going to be global out of the US, I would probably be better off tying up with a brand which is very strong in the US, because Athiva will take quite some time to get to that level of strength that some of these international brands bring. But if it is a largely domestic leisure location or a city location that's well established, um, I would be very keen to rebrand it as or bring it under the Athiva brand. So the point that I make is that despite our brand being launched today, it doesn't mean we will stop working with international brands or domestic brands of note just because we have our own brand. It will be a very dispassionate and the right thing for the property that will drive that decision making.
Okay, Mr. Singh, thank you so much for your time today, and thanks so much for sharing what the outlook for Athiva is, and good luck, and once again, congratulations.